again. I hope you guys are doing well. So guys, today I have with me this car, which is the all new Mahindra XUV 700. As always in this video as well, we are going to talk about the exterior, interior, feature, space. By the end of the video, I'll also tell you guys how is it to drive. So let's quickly start this video. Let's quickly start off with the walk around. By the way, before starting the video, if you are looking out to buy a car or a bike, you can definitely DM us, you can contact us, you can message us your contact number, your location, and we shall revert back to you with the on-road pricing as well as the best deal possible. Now before starting the video, let me tell you guys one thing, that this one is almost the top end variant. This one misses out on an all-wheel drive system, but it definitely gets each and every feature. By the way, it comes loaded with a lot of features. We'll talk about the features in this video as well. Now let's quickly start off with the walk around. Let's quickly start off with the front profile of the car. So here, as you can see, the front profile looks really very aggressive. It looks sharp, and it also looks muscular quite a lot. Starting off from the grille, so here as you can see, here you have your new Mahindra logo. Here you also do get a camera at the front, and these this grill actually looks quite nice. This chrome inserts, they definitely add a lot of appeal to the front profile of the car. Moving on to the headlights. Now here obviously you get all LED lights. This one is your LED DRL, these are your headlights, and this one is your fog lamp, which is again an LED unit provided right here. The bonnet of the car looks really very muscular thanks to these sharp creases and this element which they have added on the bonnet. Moving on to the side profile, so here as you can see, by the way, there are a few elements on the XUV 700 which might remind you of the XUV 500. For instance, the wheel arches right here, they look quite similar to the XUV 500, and this element on the C pillar here, as you can see, this sharp element which goes upwards, this also looks this also resembles the XUV 700, by the way. Now let's start talking about the important USP of this car, by the way. So here as you can see, by the way, let me quickly show you guys the key of the car. So by the way, this is how the car looks like from the side profile. Now this is the key of the car. Let me lock the car for you guys. And now here as you can see, the door handles, can you guys see the door handles? I'm sure you can't, so let me unlock the car for you guys. As soon as I unlock the car, the door handles pop out, which is again a very cool feature to have. And also as soon as I open the door here, as you can see, the seat actually moves behind and it actually welcomes you so that you can easily get inside the car. So that is again a very cool feature to have. Now here as you can see on the mirror, here you do have your indicator, which is again an LED unit. Here you do have a camera placement as well. So yeah, that is much about the side profile, guys. So here again they have provided this chrome strip which runs to the shoulder of the car, and here you also do get the Mahindra sticker they have provided. And yeah, that's about it. Now let's quickly move on to the rear profile of the car. Let's talk about what all things do you have at the back of the car. So here as you can see, this is how the rear profile of the car looks like. Here you obviously have your rear wiper washer defogger. On the top you have your shark fin antenna. This is your high mounted stop lamp. Here you have your new Mahindra logo. There is your reverse parking camera. By the way, this car gets camera, I think there are 4 cameras on offer. Even your smartphone won't be getting these many amount of cameras, but this car actually gets a lot of cameras. Now here you also do get your XUV 700 badge. There is an AX7L badge as well. Here you do have your reverse parking sensors, and these are your tail lights. Again, all LED units provided, and the design is quite aerodynamic provided right here. Here you do get your reflectors, and this is how the rear bumper of the car actually looks like. Now let me show you guys the boot space of the car. So by the way, here you have a button. As soon as you press this, you can basically open the boot of the car. With all the 3 rows up, this is the amount of space which you have, so you can basically accommodate 2 small bags right here. But let me fold the 3rd row and show you guys the amount of space which is on offer. So here as you can see, this is the amount of space which you can expect. You can easily load in after tumbling the 3rd row seats. You can easily get in 4 big bags, I think so. And here you also do get cup holder provided. Here is an AC vent provided. There is again an AC vent, and here you also do get a 12-volt charging point. There is again a cup holder provided right there. I'll definitely get in the 3rd row seat as well to show you guys the amount of space which you have. But first of all, let's start talking about the features. Let me first of all finish the exterior walk around, and then we'll move on to the features, and then we'll also talk about the space that you have. By the way, here it does not really get a button, so here you will have to actually manually close the lid of the car. There it goes. Okay, so Now let's start talking about the tire profile, by the way. So here, as you can see, the tire profile provided is 235/60R18, and the design of the alloy wheel again looks quite nice, I would say. And this is something which I can play around with all day long. So here, as you can see, the door handles look pretty nice right here. As soon as I lock the car, the door handles go inside, and as soon as I unlock it, the door handles pop out. So that is again a very cool feature that Mahindra has incorporated. Now let's start talking about the features. So let me quickly get inside the car. I think I have spoken a lot about the exterior profile already. Now here, as you can see, I hope the seat moves behind and it actually welcomes you. Okay, so now I am inside the car. Let me adjust the seat so that I can. Let me start the car first of all. So here you have your push start stop button and goes to life. Okay, so now guys, I am inside the car, and this is how the interior and the dashboard of the XUV 700 looks like. Starting off from the steering wheel, here you have a flat bottom steering wheel, which is a leather wrapped one, by the way. Here you have a few buttons provided. This is for your volume, this is to mute, this is for your source, so you can basically change between FM and your Bluetooth connectivity. Here these are buttons for your to accept and reject the call. From here you can change your tracks, and here you have switches for your cruise control. I have made a separate video on cruise control in the Nissan Magnite. You can basically check that video out as well. I'll provide the link somewhere over here. Now from here you can basically toggle through this particular screen. Now here you do get a 10.23 inch screen. These are the two 10.23 inch screens each, which you have in the XUV 700, starting off from this particular screen. So here, as you can see, now let me show you guys what all things do you have. So as soon as I press this button, here it will show you driver assist. Let's get inside and let's see what all do you have. Now below this, here you have displays, and this one is the normal one, this one is the information. So in the information, this is how the display looks like in the information mode. And there's another mode, by the way. Here there's a minimum, I think so, minimal. So in the minimal mode, it shows you minimum feature, minimum information. And here again there's a display layout, there's settings. You can basically get into settings. Let's see what do you have in the settings. So here it will show you driver assistance. So this car actually gets a lot of safety features. It gets adaptive cruise control, it gets emergency braking as well, so the car automatically brakes, and there's lane keep assist as well. So the car, if you are going off the lane, the steering will pull itself inside. So that is again a very good feature to have. And yeah, that's about it. And that's about the instrument cluster which you have. That's all about the information which you have right here. Let me show you guys the navigation. By the way, there is fuel info, vehicle info, navigation, and this is how the navigation actually looks like. It looks really very beautiful, so that you don't really have to get your eyes off the screen or the speedometer, or you don't really have to look here for the navigation. So that is again a very cool feature to have. Now let's start talking about this 10.23 inch screen right here. So in terms of the touch response, as you can see, it is really very good. It works pretty well. And in terms of the sound quality is again really very good. I'm not playing an audio right here because of the copyright issues. You can you can basically find out that video on Instagram. I'll surely provide you with the sound quality video on Instagram. Now here, as you can see, there are 3 modes, by the way. So here in this car you do get 3 modes. There's zip, zap, zoom, and custom mode. So you can basically customize as per your driving needs and requirements. And here you do get your radio, FM, as well as your Bluetooth connectivity, your phone. You can basically pair your phone. Now the Adreno X system actually gets 70 plus connected car features. Some of them are yet. Okay, so those are the features which you get in the XUV 700. Now here you do get your dual zone automatic climate control AC, which means that if you can basically set different temperatures for the driver as well as co-driver side. So if you have your wife or girlfriend sitting right next to you and she's angry with you, you can basically just lower the temperature on the co-driver side, and I hope that everything inside the car cools down a bit. So that is again a very cool feature, but that was a joke. On the serious note, here you do get dual zone automatic climate control AC. Here you have drive modes, so that's the same thing. Here you have 3 drive modes provided: zip, zap, and zoom. This is, by the way, screensaver. In your computer, in your laptop, you might have saved a screensaver, but this car actually allows you to save a screensaver in the car as well. And this is your camera. So here there are a lot of views which this camera actually shows you. So this one is your rear view, this one is again your rear view, I think so. This one is your front view, this one is your rear view, this one is the view below your left wheel, this one is your right view, this one is again the rear view, and this is the front from the top, and this is your 3D view. So here, as you can see, this is how it shows you. This is your 360-degree surround camera, and in terms of the quickness, it definitely could have been better here, but overall the screen is quite quick and it performs quite well in terms of the touch response as well. So yeah, that's about it. Here you have a few buttons again. Here you have your hazard lamp button, and that's about it. Here you have a wireless charging pad, so you can basically charge your smartphone as well. Here you have USB port provided and HDMI port. Here you again have a small space. I don't know what you can keep there, but they have provided small space right there. Now here you do get this leather wrapped gear knob, which again looks quite nice, feels quite nice to hold as well. Now behind this, here you have a button provided, so as soon as you press this button, you can basically get it into reverse, and your reverse parking camera will switch on. You can get it down and it goes into neutral. Again, you bring it down and it goes into drive mode. You can just shift it towards your left and it goes into sport mode. So yeah, that's about it. Here you do get your electronic parking brake. There's a button for your auto hold. From this lever, you can basically obviously toggle through the same stuff which I showed you right here. So here, as you can see, as soon as I twist this one, you can basically get into things like this. And yeah, that's about it. That's much about it. Here you have two cup holders provided, and below this you have your space to keep your stuff. Now this armrest is actually, you can basically slide this armrest, so that is again a very good thing to have. And yeah, that's about it. Here you have a few buttons provided. Now here you have your button for your traction control system. There's a hill descent button as well, and this is for your headlight leveler. Now here they have provided this memory seats. So basically, let me quickly explain it to you guys. So if you have two or more people at your place who are driving the car, and if if someone is 6 feet tall, if someone is 5.5 feet tall, if someone is 5'8", so you can basically set the driver's seat as per their comfortable driving position. So this is how the memory seats actually work. Now here you can basically, this is to adjust your seat, so you can basically put it behind, you put it forward, and you can also recline the angle of the seat. So that is how it works. Here you have your power windows switches, and from here you can actually close your mirrors like this. That is again a cool thing to have. Here you have your 1 liter water bottle. There's again some space to keep stuff. And yeah, that's about it. That's much about it. Let me show you guys the main important feature of the car. By the way, here you have your normal IRVM provided. There is a sunglass holder provided right here, so you can basically keep your Singham style sunglasses right here. Here you have light placement. And now talking about the main feature of the car, which is the sky roof, which is the panoramic roof. So let me open it for you guys, and let me show you how much it opens up. So this is the amount of space which you have. You can definitely get outside and basically click photos, but while driving I won't really suggest you to do that. And let me close it again. So that is how it closes. I want light inside the cabin, so I'll have to open this sunshade. Okay, so now it's open. So I think I've covered most of the things inside the car. Now it's time to start talking about the space which you have in the second as well as third row of the car. So let's quickly move in the second row of the car. Let me switch off the car. There it switches off. And here I think as soon as okay, so I'll have to basically adjust the seat. So let me just put it a bit ahead as per my comfortable driving position. And yeah, that's about it. I have not put it all the way ahead. It is not all the way behind as well. It is somewhere in the middle. And let's see the amount of space which you have in the second row. So here, as you can see, this is the amount of space which you have in the second row of the car. Now here you can easily stretch your feet below the driver as well as co-driver's seat. And in terms of the knee room, again you have pretty good amount of knee room provided right here. The underside thigh support could have been a little bit more better. The headroom is again pretty adequate, I would say. And this is a proper three seater actually. Basically 3 people can easily get in the second row of the XUV700 because the floor is completely flat right here. So let me show you guys. So for instance, if someone is sitting right here, they won't really have to struggle in terms of the legroom as well as in terms of the knee room, as you can see right here. So you can basically easily get 3 adults in the second row of the Mahindra XUV700. Now here you do get an armrest with 2 cup holders provided right here, and here you do have adjustable headrest provided. By the way, the middle passenger misses out on a adjustable headrest. There is a fixed one provided right here. Here you have your control. Here you basically have your AC vents. There is again some space. Here you have a USB-C type charging port, and here you have handle to hold on to with the hook, so you can if you are going to a meeting, you can basically hang your blazer right there. There's a light placement as well. This is how the interior and the dashboard of the car looks like. This is your panoramic roof, and here you do get a light placement with a handle and a hook provided. In the door pads, you can easily get in a 1 liter bottle. There's again some space. Here you have this gloss black treatment. This is your power window switch, and the door handle, the treatment on the door handle again feels quite nice, I would say. So guys, I think I've covered most of the things inside the car. By the way, I think this is you can basically get here, and you can basically push the co-driver seat ahead like this. So that is again a very cool feature to have. That is again a very cool feature. I thought I should show it to you guys. Okay, so now it's time to start talking about the third row of the car. So let me first of all get outside. Okay, so now in order to tumble this seat, you just need to pull this up, and that is how easy Mahindra has made this. I'm pretty impressed by this feature. In a lot of cars I've seen, it is really very troublesome to get inside the third row, but here it is really very easy. So that is again a very good thing to have. Now here, from here you can basically get inside the third row. Let me show you guys the amount of space which you have right here. So here, as you can see, by the way, the seat I have not really adjusted it in a proper way. So you can easily get kids here. You can easily get 2 kids here for longer journeys as well. But if you are, for instance, my height is almost around 5'7", and for me here, as you can see, my knees are completely upright and it is rubbing at the front seat. And yeah, that's about it. That's the amount of space which you have. You can easily get 2 kids here, but for adults it can be okay for shorter journeys, but for longer journeys you definitely will have to get kids here. And the underthigh support is quite lacking. The headroom is also not that great, so taller passengers are not really welcome right here. Here you have your cup holder provided. There's a 12-volt charging point as well. AC vents provided right here with controls. Here you again have your AC vent. There are 2 adjustable headrests, by the way, so that is a good thing to have. Here you have handle with a hook, so that is again a very thoughtful feature. Here you have an handle with a hook, and this is how the interior and the dashboard of the car looks like. So guys, I think I've covered most of the things on the exterior as well as the interior front. Now it's time to start talking about the performance of the car. So let's quickly start off. Okay, so there it goes. So guys, now let's quickly start off with the engine. Let's quickly start off with the performance of this car. So this car is powered by a 2.2 liter turbocharged diesel engine, which makes 185 PS of power and 450 Newton meters of torque. In terms of the refinement, definitely there's some amount of engine noise which creeps inside the cabin. That definitely could have been better, but in terms of the power and punch, it provides you decent amount of power and punch so that you can overtake slower vehicles out on the highways. Now this engine comes paired to a 6-speed automatic gearbox. There is also a manual on offer, so you can basically choose between the two. And like I showed you, this automatic gearbox also gets a manual mode, so you can basically manually take control of the gearbox. So this gearbox is pretty smooth in terms of shifts, but when it comes to quickness, it takes a few milliseconds to upshift, which can be felt. Now if you are an enthusiast, then only you will be able to understand what I am trying to convey right now. But if you are a normal regular user who's trying to upgrade, who's trying to shift from a sedan or a hatchback to an 7-seater SUV, you won't really be able to feel that milliseconds of a gap. Otherwise, I think the gearbox and the engine is pretty smooth. It provides you linear power delivery, decent power delivery, I would say, and the gearbox is also smooth shifting. Moving on to my personal favorite aspect of a car, which is the ride and handling balance. So the ride quality here, I am happy to report that the ride quality is on the softer side, which means that the car actually provides you very good amount of comfort inside the cabin. The seats are also pretty much comfortable, I would say. And talking about the handling surely could have been a little bit more better. The steering surely would have weighed up a little bit more, and in terms of the feel and feedback as well, it surely would have done with a bit more feel and feedback. So that is about the handling of the car. Now guys, I think I've covered most of the things about the car. Now it's time to talk about the safety feature. Like I told you, there you basically have lane keep assist, lane departure warning as well, blind spot assist as well. I think I didn't show you guys the blind spot assist, so I'll get inside the car once again to show you guys that. So let's quickly move inside. By the way, this car also gets dual airbags, your driver co-driver airbags, side airbags as well. There is ABS, EBD, hill descent control, traction control, ESP, all of that stuff is obviously there. So let me show you guys that one cool. So here, as you can see, as soon as I give the indicator, okay, I'll have to close the door. Okay, so here, as you can see, as soon as I give the indicator, it switches on the camera below your right mirror, and as soon as I give the left indicator, it will switch on the camera below the left mirror. So that is again this is basically called the blind spot monitoring system, which is again a very cool feature to have. Let me switch off the car. So guys, these are the safety features which you have in the Mahindra XUV 700. If you like watching videos in Hindi language, you can also check out our Hindi YouTube channel. I have also made a Hindi review of the car. And yeah, that's about it. I think I've covered most of the things. Now moving on to the price and the conclusion of the car. Who should particularly buy this car? By the way, the price of this car is somewhere around, it will cost you somewhere around 27 lakhs on road, and I'll provide you with the ex-showroom price on the screens. So at this price point, if you are looking out to buy an SUV which is really very comfortable, which is feature loaded, which has good amount of space in the third row, you can easily get 3 adults in the third row, and which provides you decent amount of comfort as well, which provides you very good amount of comfort and comes loaded with features, then you can definitely consider this car. By the way, in terms of safety as well, this car has scored a strong 5-star rating in the global NCAP, so that is again not an issue at all. So guys, I think I have covered most of the things about the XUV 700. I hope you guys like this video. Still, if you have any questions, you can surely ask it to me on Instagram as well as in the comment section down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer most of your doubts. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, drive safe, ride safe. Bye bye.